Before we get there, I'm pleased to turn things over to Jacob Morse, who is standing by in the studio with tonight's forecast. Jacob?
Thanks, Rob, and it turned out to be a pretty nice day out there across the Commonwealth today, especially south and east of the mountains where the most sunshine was prevalent. But there are some changes in our forecast. An approaching storm system could impact our Thanksgiving forecast. I'll get into that in just a little bit. But across the state today, we had mid and upper level clouds moving through ahead of that approaching storm system. Some typical clouds that you see ahead of a warm front and ahead of a approaching storm system with some cirrus clouds, high level cirrus clouds over the Altoona campus, Altoona Penn State campus earlier this morning. As we progressed throughout the day, we saw some more mid-level clouds move through. These are some alto-cumulus clouds that you're seeing as they progress throughout the area throughout the afternoon hours. And then right now, we're seeing more overcast skies across the central part of the state. And these overcast skies will lead to some precipitation as we get into the day tomorrow. The visible and infrared satellite imagery composite shows these clouds advancing eastward very nicely with a sharp gradient in the cloud cover that you see in southwestern Pennsylvania advancing eastward throughout the day today. And you can see this on this picture that I took here in State College just before I came into the studio. Today's the sharp cutoff in those alto-cumulus or mid-level clouds as they were advancing eastward throughout the state today. These clouds will stick around for most of the overnight hours tonight, and then we'll see some precipitation come in Wednesday night and into Thursday. The satellite and radar imagery shows those clouds across the northern and western parts of the state, and you see some precipitation entering the western part of Pennsylvania. Most of this over the Pittsburgh area isn't reaching the ground with very low dew points, some dry air in place in that area right now. But there could be some sprinkles or some light showers in northwestern Pennsylvania throughout the overnight hours tonight as that warm front pushes northward. Throughout the Commonwealth right now, we have temperatures in the 40s. This is a touch below average for where we should be for this time of year, but those winds were very calm across most of the Commonwealth today. A big difference compared to yesterday, and we saw some gusty winds throughout parts of the state. Now, throughout the lower 48, the big chill is centralized in the western part of the country and throughout the Rocky Mountains, and that's because a deepening low-pressure system is moving through that area, bringing some snow to the Denver area. This large area of moisture is bringing precipitation from all the way down from the Gulf Coast all the way up to the Great Lakes region. This is actually two separate areas of low pressure. You can see that on our surface map this evening. And these areas of low pressure will be progressing eastward over the next 24 to 48 hours and bringing us some precipitation by the evening hours on Wednesday and then throughout your morning hours on Thursday as this area of low pressure skirts through the Commonwealth Wednesday night and into the morning hours of Thanksgiving. So let's time this hour by hour for you closer to home using the GFS model. In the overnight hours tonight, there could be that sprinkle in northwestern Pennsylvania as the warm front advances northward. But then the bulk of the precipitation enters western Pennsylvania by the afternoon hours tomorrow, then advances throughout the central part of the state by the evening hours, and progressing through the eastern part of Pennsylvania and exiting most of the state by the afternoon and evening hours on Thanksgiving. So it looks like if you're planning anything for Thanksgiving, anything outdoors that is, the afternoon and evening hours will be the drier part of the day. But first, tonight we'll be seeing increasing clouds, but then some of these clouds will be clearing by the early morning hours tomorrow when the sun rises. Temperatures dropping down to around freezing throughout most of the Commonwealth, which is around average for this time of year. And then tomorrow we'll be in the warm sector of that approaching storm system with the showers arriving by the afternoon in western Pennsylvania, the showers arriving by the evening hours in the central part of the state, mostly sunny in the southeastern parts of Pennsylvania with just some mid and high level clouds in the area. Temperatures warmer than they were today in the upper 40s to lower 50s. And then on Thanksgiving on Thursday we'll see those showers tapering off in the central part of the state in the morning hours. In the east, those showers moving out of the area by the late afternoon hours. Not a whole lot of sunshine throughout the state, though, with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above average, so a quite warm Thanksgiving is in the cards over the next couple of days. We'll see our long shots feature coming up next. Tonight we'll be seeing temperatures fall back to around average for this time of year, which is around the freezing mark in most cities across the Commonwealth. Those clouds will continue to be on the increase, but then some of those clouds will clear out by the early morning hours tomorrow. As the warm front crosses through the northwestern part of the state, some showers could move through that part of Pennsylvania. But then as we go through the day on Wednesday, we'll see an increase in cloud cover with mostly sunny skies in the eastern part of the state. Then in the central part of Pennsylvania, those showers will approach by the late afternoon and evening hours. In the western parts of Pennsylvania, that's where showers will be most prevalent throughout the afternoon hours. But temperatures will be much warmer than today, in the upper 40s to lower 50s across the state, as we'll be in the warm sector of that approaching storm system. Then on Thanksgiving on Thursday, it looks like the morning hours will be wet with the showers departing in eastern Pennsylvania. Afternoon hours will be much drier across the state.
Thanks very much, Jacob. That'll do it for us tonight on Weather World, but be sure to join us tomorrow as we've got Weather-Wise, and that will be focused on Thanksgiving weather. Marissa Ferger will join us tomorrow night with the extended forecast going into next week. From Callan Parker, Jacob Morris, and all of us here at Weather World, have a great night and stay safe.